All right, so I'm going to film a quick intro now after hours. Everybody just left, but I want to try to keep it going because it's very busy. So I have a 2001 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo with a 4.7, and the transmission is the 545 RFE. All right, car came in with a check engine light on. The lady cannot get it inspected. So we scanned it and we see we have a P0740 code, or P0740, all right? And that code is torque converter clutch control, no RPM drop at lockup. All right, so basically what this means is the converter can no longer lock up or no longer fully lock up. All right, so it throws that code because it sees a slip. All right, so we got the transmission out, I got it apart. I did find a problem in the pump because remember all the torque converter clutch valves, the accumulator valve, the control valve, the limit valve, everything is in the pump. And remember me mentioning probably when I tear these down that we got to take some of these valves out because springs like to break. Okay, and that's actually what I found. So I'm going to have all this stuff laid out for you tomorrow. I'm waiting for some parts because I do also want to talk about the solenoid pack, because this is considered an early unit, and the solenoid pack plastic is black, so I'm updating it to white, so I got to update the cam plate or the slide plate. So I kind of wanted to save all that stuff for you for tomorrow morning, and we'll go over what I found, which I believe caused the 740 code. I'm going to go over the solenoid pack and stuff like that. So I'll have everything here tomorrow, and I will show you what I found as far as what I believe is causing the 740 code. Again, a common procedure to take certain valves out and check the springs, and you know, honestly, even if these springs are good, I change them as a preventive maintenance, because it's not as simple as dropping a valve body. You know, these valves are in a pump, you got to pull the unit and access it that way. All right, so I am going to continue with you guys tomorrow morning with this 545 RFE, so I will see you then. Okay, so back with you this morning, and in the pump area, they have a valve called the Tcc Accumulator Valve. Okay, this actually is the whole valve right here. And when I took it apart, again, as standard procedure, I checked the springs on the accumulator valve and the limit valve. All right, and this one was broken. Okay, so as far as the accumulator valve goes, broken spring will give you apply and release concerns. And if the limit valve, okay, so this is the Tcc Accumulator Valve in this bore. Okay, this is the Tcc limit valve. If this spring was broken, this thing more than likely would stall on engagement. All right, this is your Tcc Switch Valve, Tcc Control Valve, and Pressure Regulator Valve. And in the valve body is your Solenoid Switch Valve. All right, so again, as standard rebuild procedure, I have these spring sets. All right, this is the Sonics for the Tcc limit, and this is for the Tcc accumulator. All right, so that spring, both springs actually, are going to be changed. Okay. And this could very well be the reason for the 740 code. Okay. So moving on. This is the solenoid pack that came off. You see this is black plastic. And of course, along with this cam plate or slide plate, this is the original one. And the updated one is going to be the white pack, the white plastic pack. Okay, and with that, you need to update the cam plate. They say there's the different depth is different in this area right here, and if you use the original one, very possible you would get a code present. here's the other part of the pump. I got this together already, and these here, you know, the earlier model, the whole entire gear comes out. All right, and of course I have my shuttle valve. Now again, with these earlier transmissions, here is the valve body. One thing that you really do need to check is this plate likes to crack. All right, sometimes it'll even break the bolts off, or the bolts will come loose and this plate will crack. So this is something that you want to check. I mean, I check every one of them. And here is the stopper for the Tcc Accumulator Valve. All right, so let's get that spring, new spring. All right, and this one, when you put it together, this has the two small bolts that hold this plate on. And you want to make sure you put those back, because if you don't, it creates a huge leak and the car may not even move. Okay, so we got the new spring, the new valve, the valve in first. All right, let me see if we can do this here. Now, let me just bring this down a little bit. Okay, that is in place. Now let's take a look at the limit valve. Certainly feels okay. Okay, there's that valve, spring. This is in good shape here, but we're changing it anyway. Okay, replacement spring from Sonics. They come in a pack of 5. This one I'm going to need a little bigger screwdriver for. Let me raise this up a little bit so you guys can see. Okay, much better. Okay, so now we got 2 new springs in there. These are not going to be used. just check for movement. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. All right, so this is all ready to go. And I guess that is about it. When you go into the valve body, again, you want to check that plate to make sure the plate is good across here. You want to make sure that your solenoid switch valve is nice and free. That goes here. And I think that's about it for this. So I'm going to continue on this transmission as we get this thing back in the car. So again, it's a 2001 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo with a 4.7. It's a 545 RFE, and the complaint was check engine light on. P0740 code is present. I think we actually even cleared this once, but I don't think the monitors got ready in time for inspection and the code came back, so customer didn't have much of a choice but to get this thing done. And more than likely, I think it's a big part of it is that broken spring in that Tcc accumulator for this code. And I guess that's about it. So I thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you next one.